Hi, this is Olga from wholesaleUSAdresses.com. The market for wholesale clothing for kids has two major advantages over the market for wholesale clothing for adults. Kids are always growing, so parents need to replace the clothing on a more frequent basis for their kids than for themselves. And parents are more likely to spend money on their kids before they will on themselves. And while this is not distinct to the kids' clothing segment, it's important to keep in mind that parents have a preference for brand name apparel. In my Closeout company, Closeout Explosion, I have seen a preference among customers for brands such as Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, Nike, Adidas, Guess, Disney, among other internationally recognizable names. Parents understand that the quality of brand name apparel is pretty high, and therefore they are willing to spend more money on it than on generic clothes. And in addition to the quality advantage of branded clothes, there is also the image apparel of wearing clothes by popular designers. One of the best ways to profit from the demand for wholesale kids clothing is becoming a distributor. While selling directly to a customer can be a great way to make money, supplying to the stores that deal with the customers can also be a great way to make money. A distributor essentially distributes wholesale merchandise to sellers, whether they are other wholesalers, retailers, eBay sellers, Amazon sellers, flea market vendors, exporters, or importers. There are even distributors that specialize in supplying children's clothes to government agencies and to non-profit organizations. Think of the last time you walked into a kids' boutique or browsed through the kids' apparel listing on eBay. All of those clothes had to be supplied on the brick and mortar and online sellers. Sellers that focus on children's clothing need a constant supply of wholesale apparel, which is where the distributor comes in. I can tell you from my personal experience that it is most difficult to source brand name kids clothes than it is source brand name adult clothes. If you want to confirm this is yourself, just visit the New York Garment District. You will that the majority of showrooms are dedicated towards clothing for adults. Retailers need the merchandise that a distribution business can source for them. While a retailer might get lucky and discover a great closeout on her own, the key to success in business is having a regular supply of merchandise. It's not just about the one-time purchase of a lot wholesale Donna Karan New York girls' dresses at a closeout price. It's about the steady supply of girls' dresses at a reasonable wholesale price. Retailers will especially want to purchase merchandise that they can buy at below wholesale prices. E-commerce has created competition for everyone, so true closeout prices are essential. The role of the distributor is to source the clothes and then to supply it to the sellers. The key is for the distributor to solve a challenge that the retailer might have in the buying process. While some sellers might have the time and the sources to locate and purchase large quantities of kids' clothing, most sellers would prefer to have a distributor supply them with the clothes that they need and in the quantities that they need the clothing in. For instance, Calvin Klein might require a minimum order of 100 pairs of boys' jeans to get the best possible price. But a retailer might only need 12 pairs of Calvin Klein boy jeans. A distributor would purchase 100 pairs of kids' Calvin Klein boys jeans, supply the retailer with the 12 pairs that he needs, and then distribute the remaining 88 pairs of jeans to his other retail accounts. In order to accomplish this, the distributor would need to have a network of wholesale buyers that he can contact so that he can sell the rest of his inventory to. In another example, a wholesaler might require stores to purchase kids' clothing by the pallet. An individual flea market vendor might not need an entire pallet, either because the quantity of items is too big, or the assortment of items are not all suitable for the flea market vendor. For instance, a pallet of kids' products might have Cutter baby outfits, Nike socks, Lego shirts, and Polo Ralph Lauren jackets. The flea market vendor, of any wholesale buyer for that matter, might only need the Carter baby outfits and not the rest of the contents of the pallet. For that reason, the flea market vendor would not want to purchase an entire pallet of kid merchandise. He only needs to certain items from the pallet. A distributor would purchase the kids' clothing pallet, open and sort of the contents, and then distribute the items to his different customers based on their selling needs. The flea market vendor would receive the Carter baby outfits, and eBay seller would receive the Nike socks, and so on, until all the items from the pallets are sold out. In order for a distributor to successfully build a kids' wholesale clothing business, he needs the three main ingredients. He needs access to merchandise, the ability to purchase the merchandise, and customers that he can supply to merchandise to. A distributor can locate merchandise by walking around the New York fashion district, by visiting closeout warehouses, and contacting factories that specialize in children's clothing. Next, he or she can set up a wholesale children's website and start advertising the site online using Google AdWords, Facebook ads, and YouTube ads. Contacting retailers directly, whether by calling or visiting them, it's an excellent way to drum up business. It is important that the distributor should have a system for accepting online inquiries and compiling a database of contacts. This way, he can follow up with both wholesale buyers and sellers as the needs arises. Finally, the most important ingredient is communicating effectively with his wholesale and retail accounts. He or she should contact potential customers and follow up with them on a regular basis. And just like it's important to follow up with buyers, and it's also important that he should stay in touch with sources of wholesale merchandise. Just because a wholesale source doesn't currently have any kids closeout doesn't mean that it won't have a great deal the following week. If you would like to start distributing kids clothing, please contact me or visit my warehouse and I will be happy to help you. Please visit our wholesale warehouse in New York.